individually. This is Josiah Plays The Elder Scrolls Online Dark Brotherhood DLC. Alright, so we're here in this building, whatever the hell. Oh, it's the bank, right. The Bank of Anvil. Just upgraded our bags. Got a guard right there, so if you try to act up in the bank, they're ready to get you.
Your valuables will be as snug as a bug in a rug in our vaults. I guarantee it.
Really?
We run an honest bank here, believe you me. There's no safer place on the Gold Coast for your valuables than the Anvil repository. We run an honest bank here.
Alright. Honest bank, huh? Do I want to deposit anything? Nope. Josiah murders the city of Anvil. Yeah, I guess that is what it is. Look, my bag upgrades aren't going to pay for themselves. It actually is, it seems to me like it is the easiest way to make money. Short of some, like, clever buying and selling on the trading markets. You know, like, going out and gathering specific rare ingredients and, like, selling them on just the right trading market to get them high. I mean, I'm sure there's ways that involve a lot of work and a lot of research and thinking and figuring stuff out to make money a lot faster, but in terms of, like, just going out doing regular adventuring or killing and stealing is a faster path to money. Oh, Varen's Wall, we gotta read about that. We gotta read about Varen's Wall. I don't want your corundum. I don't want your bullshit. Runda Wealth Hoarder. Take this. I don't think she's murderable. Oh yeah, she's the one I have to talk to about getting Raynor a job. Sack value. Game is bloody indeed. A lodestone that gathers all manner of dust and debris when brushed over a surface. Great for cleaning, but a pain to clean. Oh, that's not a dirt magnet. That sounds useful. Alright, Frunda Wealth Hoarder. Talk to me.
Oh, Izmir's beard. Those vile rumors will be the death of us. Don't the pirates know it takes constant attention to detail to keep a bank running smoothly?
Trouble balancing your books? I know a dark elf who could help.
If you're talking about that skeever Raynor, then you can turn around and march right out of my office. That skinny dark elf had the audacity to tell me that my accounts weren't in order. I've seriously injured bigger men for lesser slights.
I could use my intimidate skill here to just convince her, but I don't think I want to just yet. I'll inquire elsewhere then. Because I do have the intimidate. Spent a skill point for it. Alright, that's all that's up here. Purple punch. Okay, now there's this room. Have I already read on Minotaurs? Yes, I read this. And it sounded like bullshit. Bullshit. Lessons learned guarding caravans by Big Dorlin.
1. Bring plenty of liquids to drink even more than you think, 'cause it's hot as fire out there. 2. Wear a hat or you'll get dizzy again and fall down like you're drunk. 3. Don't tease the Dune Rippers, they're really fast. 4. Don't leave your kebabs on the ground, even on a clean, flat rock, 'cause ants.
'Cause ants, he said. 5.
A jackal won't play fetch.
Okay, that one was pretty funny. He said 'cause ants. I do need to read that other book. Alright. Apparently these are just happy little chairs available for anybody who just wants to hang out in the bank like a weirdo. So we're gonna hang out in the bank like a weirdo and read about Varen's Wall, which is very relevant to us because here's Varen's Wall up here, and the hidden sanctuary of the Dark Brotherhood where we need to go is actually hidden inside or beneath Varen's Wall. So let's find out some lore. Lore time. Oh, it's her again. We've read so many books by Medara Salviticus, historian, University of Willam. Where's Willam, by the way? Wonder if you can ask him which job he'd want the most. I don't know. Well, I think he wants the bookkeeping job the most. He doesn't really want to work at the forge or for the fisherman. So I'm pretty sure this is the job he'd want the most. But the question is, what job do I want to give him? This is where Beneris Manor will be? What's that, Sino? Varen's Wall. Hastily constructed during the early stages of Varen Aquilarios' rebellion against the last of the Longhouse Emperors, the structure known as Varen's Wall separates the Gold Coast from the Colovian Highlands. Allow me to elucidate the wall and its importance to the region, the rebellion, and the ongoing strife personified by the Three Banners War. Shortly after the start of Varen's rebellion, Aquilarios ordered his followers to begin construction of a wall to protect Kvatch and the rest of the Gold Coast from retaliation by the Longhouse Emperor and his troops. Aquilarios, determined to take the battle to the heart of the Empire, didn't want to leave his home and original seat of power open to retribution by his enemies in his absence. He enlisted the famed engineer, Jaros Traptor, to design and oversee the project, ordering him to build a strong, tall defense in record time. With a cadre of paid workers and an ever-growing army of eager slaves, Jaros set about the task at hand, deciding that speed and solid construction were more important than any aesthetic values. Jaros designed a relatively simple plan that allowed for the use of whatever building materials his workers were able to scavenge from the surrounding countryside. Yeah, that sounds like it's going to make for fine engineering. Natural rock and stone, pieces of ruined structures, purchased building supplies, even parts scavenged from the estates dotting the countryside, all were gathered for use in raising Varen's Wall. Jaros' design of the wall itself was simple, utilitarian, and not anywhere near as visually appealing as the other projects he's known for. The wall was a mix of rough-hewn stone, mismatched rocks, blocks commandeered from the estates of willing and unwilling donors. See? They just take shit. But probably those were some fucking nobles, so fuck them anyway. And even the natural contours of the land itself. Towers rose from the wall in a more or less regular pattern, breaking up the expanse of stone and providing locations for guards, watchmen, or even garrisons of soldiers to congregate along the defended border. Due to Varen's popularity among the common folk of Kvatch and Anvil counties, Jaros was able to form a volunteer work crew that provided him with more than enough workers to keep construction going day and night. But popularity alone didn't inspire the people to donate their time and effort. It was Varen's words and deeds that accomplished that. He convinced the people that his rebellion was not only just, it was necessary to stop the Daedra-worshipping Emperor Leovic. In addition, he rallied the people to help defend themselves and their land, and within a year Varen's Wall stretched from the shores of the Abyssinian Sea winding its way through the countryside southwest of the Colovian Highlands, eventually terminating at the Strid River. As important as Varen's Wall was to protecting the region during Varen's rebellion, it has played an even greater role since the fall of the Empire and the start of the Three Banners War. The Three Banners War is what's currently going on, which is the three factions in this game. The awesome Daggerfall Covenant, Breton's Orcs and Redguards, who will surely be victorious because they're the best. The fucking meh Almeri Dominion, High Elves, Wood Elves, and Khajiit, who are doomed to fail. And the extra fucking meh, actually, I think I probably like, well, I don't know. I like the Dark Elves a whole lot not. I dislike the Dark Elves a whole lot. So the Ebonheart Pact is the Dark Elves, the Nords, and the Argonians. But I like Argonians and I like Nords. So maybe I actually like the Ebonheart Pact more than the Aldmeri Dominion. I dislike High Elves, and I'm not a big fan of Khajiit either, so even though my first character was a Khajiit. But then there's Wood Elves in there, and I do like them. But overall, still, I by far like the Daggerfall Covenant more than the other two factions. The Three Banners War. As the war for Cyrodiil rages on, Varen's Wall has protected the counties of Kvatch and Anvil from the worst fallout of the ongoing... Protected from the worst fallout? Ah, Bethesda protecting you from its own games. What? Of the ongoing battles taking place at what was once the heart of the Shattered Empire. It has created a kind of safe harbor in which the people of the Gold Coast have thrived. In some ways, it has become a sort of political experiment to see whether the law and order typified by Kvatch and the Cathedral of Akatosh, or the more chaotic nature of Anvil, yay, and his collection of pirates and smugglers will win out as the ultimate power in the area. Let's see, in Oblivion it was a player house for Anvil, but it's haunted when you first get it. There's a whole quest for it. I think it was called Where Spirits Have Lease. You think? You don't remember exactly what it was called? I don't even... And then there's just this random, like, dove-looking symbol on this. This is a huge rug, isn't it? That is a legit rug. Okay, let's go.
I hope to be done here soon.
I didn't ask all that. I don't like it when there's people that have names that won't talk to me. If you don't have a name, you know, whatever, fine. But, we'll come back to that. So there's the bank. There's the big church of Dibela. And what is this little place? Hey, Sido, did Anvil have the big, mermaid statue? Did Anvil have the mermaid statue in Oblivion? So this is just a sacred area with... I'm pretty sure that's not Dibela. Who the hell is this statue supposed to be? Dibela's like Aphrodite. I doubt they've put up a sick... Everywhere you go in this town, somebody's getting murdered. This is all like sacred flames of like, this is somebody really important from history. But I don't know who it could be.
I'm rather busy
Come on.
right now.
You gonna do it? He's gonna do it. He's gonna do it. Goodbye, buddy. So much Blade of Woe. What's up, fellow assassin? Alright. We've checked out this part. Well, you know what? Let's go into the big church here. Let's see what's going on in the big church. Great Chapel of Dibela. See, that looks like a statue of Dibela. Wow, this place is pretty cool. You think I won't steal from the chapel? You would be wrong. Nice place. Dibela seems like a good god. Out of all the Elder Scrolls god, most of whom are pretty douchey.
The peace and solitude here is conducive to writing. My memoirs are coming along amazingly well. I have led an interesting life, after all. One day I'll publish them, then you can buy a copy and read them for yourself. The peace and solitude.
Yeah, I'm really looking forward to that, buddy. A grab.
Even far from the sands of Alakir, I always find comfort in a place of worship. Even far from the sands.
Red guards are the best. But here's the deal. I'm gonna need this. Acted. That guy's praying. He's got his eyes closed. Just saying. Got a torch, bug, lantern.
Even far from the sand.
Oh, we're about to learn some mysteries and revelations of Dibela. I pretty much expect that to just be like a porn book.
I'm always fascinated when I visit a new city and find a place of worship. Did you know that the first structure built in any new settlement is usually a temple of some sort? I wonder what that says about us as a people.
You're easily fucking led like
I'm
sheep.
Always fascinated when I visit a new city.
The fires to the divines are so pretty. I wonder how they keep them burning all the time. And where do they get all that fuel? Oh, so many questions. I guess that's what religion is all about.
They're burning human corpses. This fucking city has so many corpses because everybody's constantly getting murdered. They probably are just burning all the dead bodies and keeping the fires eternally
The
lit.
fires to the divines are...
Where's that book? How did I already lose it?
So much to do, so little time.
Here it is. Hey Brad, thanks for those 10 bits. I really appreciate it. How you doing, Brad? You about to stream or what? Alright, well hold on. We'll read this in a second. What if I just started murdering people right in the church? Well, I gotta say, I think this statue is a lot better than the mermaid one. I like this business along the bottom here with the roses and everything's up entwining. And she's got, what has she got in her hands up there? Some sort of flower or something. Yeah, that statue's pretty cool. It's better than the mermaid. Still don't get the bit thing. Well, he basically just gave me 10 cents. Is what happened. If I can get $100 in bits ever, I can get paid that $100 by Twitch. That's 10,000 bits. I don't know how many bits I've gotten so far, but it's like under 100. So me ever getting 10,000 bits is probably never even going to happen. Oh, a perfect metronome. Once set in motion, this device will keep a steady pace until stopped. Did you watch some ads? How come I can't go in the chapel office? Why? Because apparently I don't have the correct quest yet. Alright. Here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna chill. Here. I didn't want to sit on a bunch of junk. Lily's at 5k bits in your channel. She got her symbol. Wow, 5k. That's amazing. Nobody likes me as much as they like you, Brad. It's just a fact. Dibela's Mysteries and Revelations by Lady Augustine Villiane, Sibyl of the House of Dibela. The skies over Wayrest are stormy and changeable, more often gray than blue. But some mornings in Second Sea, the sun rises into heavens blue and clear, and a mild, warm breeze blows in from the Iliac Bay. Iliac Bay, that's where Daggerfall takes place. You could use your bits to give people... Oh, bits that have been given to you? That'd be pretty cool. It was on just such a morning, under trees fragrant with new blossoms, that I was welcoming several new novices to their vocation in the House of Dibela. They were full of questions, as the young always are. Holy Sibyl, asked a young oyster catcher from Aldcroft, is love truly the answer to every question? It is, if the question addresses the heart, said I. Rarely if it addresses the mind. Holy Sibyl, asked the shy engraver from Alcaire, is it true we must dance for the worshippers while unclad? I smiled. That is as your spirit shall will, and as the weather shall allow. I have one, Holy Sibyl, said the clever child of a Wayrest banker. If the Aedra sacrificed themselves, each to add something to the making of the world, what did Our Lady contribute to the world? Oh, we're getting some legit lore here. In reply, I scooped a double handful of fallen blossoms from the sward and rained them over his astonished brow. Wait, so is that what you're saying? Dibela's contribution to the world was flowers? And that's it? I don't think that's what she's saying, though. I think she's trying to be symbolic. Perhaps symbolic of, like, all beauty, like, as a concept, or whatever. Badges go to 1 million bit badge? Holy crap. 1 million bits. I think it's $10,000. Well, if we got 1 million bits, we would get $10,000. But it costs them more to buy bits. A little bit more than what we actually get. So, to buy 1 million bits, I think would cost more than $10,000. Probably be like $12,000 or $15,000 or something. I don't know how much exactly, but... Who the hell, honestly, who are these people who have so much extra money that they can afford to just give $10,000 to a streamer? Listen, no streamer is that entertaining. Not even close. No streamer is that great that I would give them $10,000. Under no circumstances. Well, they are a racket setter. They're just another way for Twitch to make money. Of course, Twitch is a business. They've got to keep trying to add ways to monetize off what they have here. I think bits are fine. But here, seriously, who are these people that watch streams and have that much money? 24/7 find the invisible cow streamer. Like a channel that just constantly plays that and has multiple streamers that come on and play that the whole time, so that even when somebody's sleeping, somebody's still playing Find the Invisible Cow. Alright, forming a team. Forming a team. I'm gonna need some volunteer streamers. And we will split the millions and millions of bits that we will surely get. Donald Trump, he probably watches streams. No, Donald Trump would get banned from every stream for the nonsense he would say in chat. Alright, I scooped some flowers, dumped them on his head. I am troubled, Holy Sybil, said the hostler from North Point. That's somebody who takes care of horses at like an inn or something. Yep, I know that. From North Point, for I know not who is my father. It's Darth Vader. Let's move on. That is taught to the goddess of beauty, I gently replied, for she says, no matter the seed, if the shoot is nurtured with love, will not the flower be beautiful? Well, no, actually. That's not how fucking botany works. I mean, you can call anything you want beautiful. But if you plant some Uggo seeds, you're gonna get an Uggo plant. And an Uggo plant is not gonna be beautiful no matter how much you love it. That's why it's called an Uggo plant. Watch his streams instead of intelligence briefings. Yeah. Well, he probably heard that intelligence briefings were called intelligence briefings, and immediately thought, oh, that's not for me. There are select very few rich viewers on Twitch that donate to specific streamers. I have no idea what I would do if I got a donation like that. I can't even comprehend the concept of it. I can't even imagine it to... There's no way. It would never happen for me, so... Hard to see how a pitcher plant could be called beautiful, especially given the smell. Yeah, I mean, people can call anything they want beautiful. Here's the deal, kids. Josiah's Kids Show. Here's the deal, kids. Some people are going to try to get you to believe this idea that everything is beautiful, that everyone is beautiful, that this and that are beautiful, and it's all beautiful, and all that. Listen to me, kids. It's bullshit. Don't let them fill your head with that crap. Because if you do, the word beautiful just ceases to have a meaning. Saying that everything is beautiful is like saying that nothing is beautiful. Because it only exists in relation to other things. That's what it means. That's like saying everything is hot. So therefore we can't call anything hot because everything's hot. No, everything isn't hot. Some things are cool, some things are cold, some things are warm, and some things are hot. It's the same way with beautiful. The word only has a meaning if we only apply it to a select few things. Otherwise, it's just a meaningless phrase that you just blurt out. Oh, it's beautiful. Yeah, sure it is. You might as well just say, yeah, it exists. Oh, look how existent that is. Oh, it exists so well. It really exists, doesn't it? That's a dress that exists you're wearing there. Oh, I think your hairstyle definitely exists. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's meaningless. No, you gotta pick certain things to be beautiful. Don't try to say that everything's beautiful, because you're just ruining the word if you do that. And honestly, if you're not beautiful when other people say you are, you should contradict them. You should say, no, I'm not beautiful, stop saying that. Josiah's Kids Show. There. We've just taught children about how they're not actually beautiful. Alright, good. What if a congregant seeks me as ardor partner, said the Knight Scion of Evermore, but I find her without favor. See, what he's asking is, what if I'm supposed to, like, sleep with somebody in the service of the goddess, but I think they're an uggo? What do I have to do? Love whomever you may, I sang, but love coerced is not love at all. Well, I can get behind that. Holy Sybil, is it true what they say? Stammered the Owl-Keeper's heir, that you lost your sight from the great flu in Vivardenfell. It is, I smiled, but what of that? For can I not dance? Well, I don't know. You better have a safe fucking area. You're blind and you're dancing. Horrible things could ensue, I'm just saying. Holy Sybil, holy Sybil. Peace, young novices, I cried, for it is fret us. The bell tolls sundown, and the congregants await us in the chapel. Come now, come. Bring wine, bring tambours, bring light feet and warm hearts. Our Lady calls us to worship. Alright, well, Dibela seems interesting. I would say, I guess, out of all the Elder Scrolls gods that I know of at this point, I hate Dibela the least. Let's bounce. Something going on with my eye right now. Hold on. Gwen is beautiful? No. Not. Now, I do believe that everyone has the right to define what they want as beautiful. I mean, you could see Gwen as beautiful, and I could see Gwen as not beautiful, and we both are right. For ourselves. But nothing is objectively beautiful. Beauty is an entirely subjective thing. It is in the eye of the beholder, as they say. So, when people try to say that something is objectively beautiful, that to me is just like trying to tell people what to think. And I'm not going for it. I'm not having it. This is where I killed my first dude. Well, I mean, my second dude. I killed my first lady by breaking into her house and murdering her down there by the docks. And then I had to sneak and run and try to get to the... Because this is where the other entrance to the Outlaws Refuge is. Because it's underneath this... It's underneath this great chapel. Who's this guy? The fuck is he holding? Saito will tell me who this guy is in a second. Curious to see how many buildings have the same role in this game as in Oblivion. Maybe all of them. See, here's the other way into the Outlaws Refuge, right here. Right underneath. So anyway, I abandoned the quest and I had to do it again. So I had to murder somebody else innocent. So the next time I came to this graveyard here by the church, and there was somebody kneeling down, like praying over the body of their loved one, and I aced them right here. Does it make me feel good? It's supposed to be RK? He's like the death god, right? There's some creepy dudes with swords. Creepy dudes with swords. Statues of RK are common at graveyards and burial sites. Of course they are. I think I remember doing a quest for the Temple of RK in Skyrim. I had to go down into some catacombs, and they had some bullshit happening with skeletons and so forth. And I stole the Amulet of RK from the church. But I remember. Harpy feather pillow. Small road pillow stuffed with harpy feathers. It smells absolutely terrible. Okay.
Is it true they summoned Balre to defeat the Daggerfall army at Dalvin's Watch?
That is true. I was there for that. Ooh, colorful tapestry. I'm gonna need you to turn the fuck around. An elaborate woven tapestry depicting scenes of knights and mages doing battle with mud crabs. Mud crabs? What kind of crazy tapestry is this? Oh, I want that. We read about the retching tablets before. Brass anvil paperweight. A brass paperweight made to look like a miniature blacksmith's anvil bearing the seal of the city of Anvil. Oh, that's pretty cool. You happen to be a blacksmith.
Don't you just love the feel of wood in your hands? So
Whoa!
hard, so thick, so ready to reveal its true form as you apply sweat and muscle to the task. Ooh, I get excited just thinking about it.
Wow. Okay. This woman is not thinking about work.
Look at what walked into my shop. You're as yummy as a sweet roll, you are. Let's finish up our business so we can get right to the pleasure, you adorable little monkey.
Yeah, that always gets me turned on, being called the little monkey.
Look at what... Don't you just love the feel of wood in your hand?
Okay, well... We know where we know where to come if we need our woodworked, apparently. Help Kava. There's somebody else being sneaky sneak.
Planks. I hate cutting planks. There's no challenge to it, no opportunity to show off my massive amount of talent. But what do pirates want? More planks for their damned ships. Don't tell me you need some planks too. Ah, I hate my life.
That other lady's showing off her massive amount of talent. Oh, I just dumped water on myself. I was gonna drink some, and instead of drinking it, I decided, for some reason, to just tilt the bottle over right in front of my chest and let it just pour out onto me. Because I'm brilliant. What's wrong with planks? No challenge planks for their ships. What else do you have to say?
There's no one in a city full of pirates who's more in demand than a good carpenter, damn the luck. Can I take a day off? No. Can I even eat my lunch in peace? Never going to happen. Speaking of which, I suppose you want something,
I want planks. I don't really want... She doesn't even have planks! You know what? I'm disappointed. So was this building also a woodworking type of place?
We're running a bank, not a Bandari swap meet. These cobblestones look like they were dragged through a sick troll's dung.
Sorry, Your Grace, but these pirates' boots ain't exactly sanitary.
The only P word we use here is privateer. And also profit. And occasionally paid off. But never pirate. Now find a way to clean this walkway or find yourself another job.
It looked like they were dragged through a troll's dung? A sick troll's dung! Dude, that's a cold shot. Yeah, we do need to have that talk about your character at some point, Saito. But I figured it wasn't, as you say,
guaranteed.
What's up, Anvil Guard? Hey, what is this building? Oh, it's the Fighters Guild. Is this where the Fighters Guild was in Anvil? Scribble the farm ideas. A torn sheet with dozens of scribbled and crossed off ideas. The only legible note: werewolf farm, endless wolf steaks. Yeah, that's gonna work super well. Good luck with that. How come there's nobody in here? What kind of fucking fighters guild is this? Guide to Taming Direwolves. Alright, I'll check that out in a second. I've already read The Wolf and the Dragon. Oh, here's some people. Oh. Hey now. We got us a safe box. Portable chamber pot. Gotta get that in my life. Anybody gonna notice me if I'm... I think I'm successfully hidden behind this thing. I'm going for it. Come on. Ooh, I almost ran out of time there. But I got some stuff. A chamber pot of rich earthenware, designed for use in the great outdoors when a tree just isn't good enough. Got a bunch of junky junk here.
My first thought when I arrived in Anvil was, the Fighters Guild can fix this city. Now, I think, whose arse do I have to kiss to get a posting in a more civilized location? This entire region languishes under a cloud of lawlessness and imminent danger. It's a disgrace. I rarely feel safe or secure walking the streets of Anvil, and I'm a member of the damn Fighters Guild.
Yeah, you're right. You shouldn't feel safe or secure. Fucking like dozens of people get murdered in this city every hour.
At least this foul city produces one good thing. The Adventures of Pirate Empress Thuza ap Lagud. Have you read the latest installment? I can't wait to see how she gets out of this one. And just between us, I enjoy the body bits immensely.
This is a novelization series about the Pirate Queen, but they slightly changed her name so that, you know.
My first thought was, this entire region languishes.
Interior's different. Well, that makes sense. Her scene. werewolf god or whatever. Who are you?
I recently had the privilege of visiting Abba's Landing. Charming little village. I particularly enjoyed the hospitality at the Winsome Welwa. Best night's sleep I've had in an elf's age.
I've noticed something. These fighters guilds that are in the cities that are not in the core part of the game, in DLC areas like this and Vardenfell, they're not full service fighters guilds. They don't give you quests and stuff, unlike the real fighters guilds in the like main game cities. The sleep you've had in an elf's age. Okay.
The Fighters Guild doesn't choose sides. On the other hand, we can be bought. Vast amounts of gold can go a long way when it comes to determining where our loyalty lies. I remember when Anvil was ruled by a true Imperial governor, and the Gold Coast Trading Company wasn't quite the nest of pirates and smugglers it is now. Personally, I prefer the new regime. The opportunities are more intriguing. The Fighters Guild doesn't choose sides.
Yeah, I prefer the new regime also. Daedric princes don't like being called gods. They perceive gods as being lesser than they. Well, it's all the same to me. If some people worship them as a god, they're a god. How many Daedric princes get fought? Like, actually literally fought by the player character in Elder Scrolls games? I'm pretty sure you don't fight any Daedric princes in Arena. That's the first Elder Scrolls game. I haven't played it, but I've read some and watched some about it. I don't know if you fight any Daedric princes at the end of Daggerfall, because I never got to the end of Daggerfall. And I never got to, in fact, never gotten to the end of any Elder Scrolls game, for that matter. Oh, you got pics of the puppies. They're adorable. So small. Brown one, black one, white one with black spots. Alright, we're gonna read about direwolves here in a second. Okay, hold on. I can't sit in these chairs? Disenchanting linen gloves. Right, here's Seen in Blood Moon and Jigged Blag and Shivering Isles. Well, you fight Molag Bal in this game. I know that for a fact. And you might fight more than just that. You might fight a different one at some point in the Mages Guild or the Fighters Guild quest lines. Small enough to fit in the palm of your hand? That's awesome. That is actually really cool. Where's the mermaid statue? You indirectly fight him, Mehrunes Dagon, at the end of the Oblivion main quest? What do you mean indirectly? Oh, I want that. I want that tuft of hair. Oh, look what I found in a sack! A carved mahogany walking stick. It's an elegant walking stick, perfect for a low-impact Sunday stroll or for making an impression at parties. Okay. Can't sit on the benches either. You know what I wouldn't be doing in this city? Just randomly sitting around out in the open. Like, I would stay where people are directly looking at me at all times. There will always be witnesses if you kill me if I'm in Anvil. Alright, so this is... What I need to do is actually... This guy's got the librarian title, that'd be a cool title. Well, there's some seats. What is this place? Oh, it's the Mages Guild, of course it is. Gonna have a nice little seat. Read about Direwolves.
This is taking longer than I'd planned.
Guide to Taming Direwolves by Shelga Grabur, Beastmaster of Kvatch. Do you laugh when you see direwolves? Do you think they are big, dumb cousins of normal wolves? Then you are stupid. Direwolves are cunning and deadly. To them, your laughter says, I am the next thing to fill your belly. Shelga laughed at direwolves once. Now Shelga has one ear. Shelga is no longer stupid. Now Shelga is Beastmaster of Kvatch, the city with the direwolf banner. This is why Shelga spends much time taming direwolves.
Oh, so Kvatch is basically like Winterfell. House Stark living up in Kvatch.
You may think it impossible to tame direwolves. This is true. Predators cannot be tamed. Not really. But if Shelga called it a guide to making direwolves eat your enemies and not you, none would purchase.
You may just fare no better. It's that damned pirate queen and her bootlicking red sails. Can't sharpen a sword without those rat-faced corsairs kicking down your door.
True enough. I got half a mind to sail back to Wayrest. Better to be taxed by a High King than to be fleeced by a wharf rat in royal clothing.
Oh, you would get so killed if the pirate queen heard you called her a wharf rat in royal clothing. I'm gonna go tell her. Not really.
None would purchase, or purchase for the wrong reasons. First thing, a direwolf looks like a wolf, moves like a wolf, it smells like a wolf. But it is not. It is a direwolf. Sounds easy, but easy to forget. A wolf needs a pack. A wolf with no pack is vicious. It is afraid to be alone. With effort, you can tame a wolf. Give it food if it is hungry. Make it think it is part of your pack. A direwolf needs no pack. This is because a direwolf is one whole wolf pack. It is vicious only if it wants to be. It is not afraid to be alone because it is a direwolf.
See, now I'm imagining direwolves are like Voltron. Like, you've got, like, 5 normal wolves that all form together into one direwolf. And it could split back up into multiple wolves if it wanted to. Direwolf Voltron. Hashtag Direwolf Voltron.
You cannot tame a direwolf like a wolf. If it is ever hungry, you are food. It needs no pack but itself. You must show it you are a pack as well. Show how your pack and its pack should travel together for more food. A direwolf understands this because it eats as much as one whole wolf pack.
And I'll form the head.
Second thing, a direwolf has a long memory. It is like a clan mother with grudges from 40 years ago. Don't give it reason to hate you. Shelga's sister Graga once slapped a direwolf for eating off her place. This is how Graga lost a thumb and learned manners at the same time. Graga doesn't visit Kvatch anymore. If a direwolf comes to hate you, do not back down. Do not cower. Show it you know it's hate. Show it you don't fear it's hate. This shows respect. Then give it much food to smother the hate.
Smother the hate with food. Hashtag smother the hate with food.
Shelga thinks this is why Kavach puts the direwolf on its flag. Kavach does not forget. Kavach respects those who show it respect.
Ah, the great oath stirs. Busy day at the Fighters Guild Hall.
Bah! You may just fare no better. It's that
We
damn
just heard
pirate
this
woman of
conversation.
bullshitting that sails.
Kavach will smother its hate if you throw its people many banquets. Sometimes the direwolf still hates you. Then you must kill the direwolf. Do not do so in sight of a direwolf's mate, or it will hate you too. Just like people. Third thing, scratch the belly. Scratch behind the ear, but not in the ear.
Who tries to scratch a fucking dog in its ear?
Scratch where the tail meets the back. Top part of tail only. Scratch below the chin. Do not scratch the paws. Direwolf paws are sensitive like high elves. Also, they have sharp claws. When a direwolf thinks you want to take its paws away, it will come to hate you. Last thing. A direwolf is clever, but it doesn't understand magic. So use magic. Scrolls are cheaper than a false hand. Don't try to tame a direwolf like in the stories. Don't be stupid. Shelga's sister Bolga says this is cheating. That a direwolf made tame by magic is not a direwolf. Shelga calls Bolga many names. Bolga does not back down, earning Shelga's respect. Then, Bolga sends Shelga boiled thunderbug eggs. Shelga says if even Bolga can learn, so can you.
That was a great book. I learned a lot. I don't know about y'all's, but I learned a lot. So, that is going to bring us to the end of this episode. If you're watching on Twitch, don't go anywhere because I am not done playing. There'll be more dirt magnets to collect, more boning knives to collect, more forge burn unguents to collect, more harpy feather pillows to collect, more pact breakers arm flutes to collect, and so forth. In our next episode. Twitch viewers, stay here. I'm not done. YouTube viewers, thanks for watching. This has been Josiah Plays The Elder Scrolls Online. Dark Brotherhood DLC.